Welcome to Shanghai Bursten online live show. This is Mari from Shanghai Bursten. Bursten is the manufacturer meant to produce different type of industrial brush like strip brush, tube brush, and other type of brush. Okay, now let's come to our simple room. Okay, first let's come to our office. This is our office. Our other sales, overseas sales, is in our workshop to communicate with our work. Okay. Let's first let's talk about our products. Strip brush. Okay. This is our strip, different type. This is a different type of strip brush. Okay. First, for the strip brush, we have without holder strip brush, and with holder strip brush. With the holder strip brush, have H-type aluminum holder strip brush, T-type aluminum holder strip brush. Okay, also have F-type type strip brush for you. This is F-type. This is not a final product, as you know. As you can see, the strip brush is not suitable with the aluminum holder so well. So it is just a simple. For the filament of the strip brush, we have PP, PA, PE, PT, and so on. For the color of the strip brush, you can see most common use is black, the black one, and the white one. The white one. Yeah, the white one. The white type of filament. Yes. For the strip brush, we have for the filament of the strip brush. I just introduced the plastic filament. Now let's talk about the mental wear type of strip brush. The mental wear type of strip brush. The mental wear is include the steel wear, or stainless steel wear, copper wear, the brush wear type of strip brush. Yeah. And we also can produce the animal hair type of strip brush, like the horse hair. Other type of natural fiber, like the tampico, also called tampico. For the plastic filament, we have a straight one and a curved one. This is a curved and this is a straight filament. For the channel of the brush, we can most common use is galvanized iron and 304 stainless steel. And we also can produce the plastic one, like this type of brush. This is a plastic one. It has much more flexibility than the 304 than the metal type. For the strip brush, we also can produce the tufted plate brush. It can be produced at more. It can be produced 1,000 millimeter to multiply 1,000 millimeter, and can be used in the CNC machine to have clean. And that type of brush is very hard to sell now for us. As we have more than 20 years to produce that type of brush, so our brush quality is very high. And this is a hold level. You can see the edge type aluminum holder and T-type aluminum holder. Also have the black cut aluminum holder. That holder is used to suitable. That type of holder suitable with the edge type with the strip brush, and can be used to seal the cable management. And to seal the cable. And in the it can be called the cable management brush strip. Okay. Now let's talk. We also have a single band strip brush. We also have the double band. Strip brush. We also have the double band strip brush. The double band strip brush, it have a big steel inside, and you can see the flame. There will have much more filament, and but the channel size is just have 9 multiply 10 and 9 multiply 11. Okay. This is a copper coated steel, a strip brush, double band copper coated steel, a strip brush. Oh, sorry, I had forget to talk about the filament option is also included the abrasive nylon. This is SIC abrasive nylon. From this you can see for the mantle wear, the most common use is craft. So if you want to use the straight one, you need to tell our sales. In flat. For the strip brush, we can form it with the different sets. This is a 19 degree. This is a 19 degree strip brush. This is a 90 degree strip brush. It can be used to seal the doll like this. See it? Yeah. We can custom the brush based on the brush length and the brush total, the bristle length and the brush length based on your requirement. Just send me a design. If you have other requirements, and tell us in advance. This is a formed double bond strip brush. Good quality. Okay. Let's talk about for the filament color of the plastic. We also have blue. We also have blue strip brush and red strip brush and yellow tab and other filament and the other filament color can customize based on your requirements. Okay. Let's talk about as we come to here. Let's talk about the roller brush. The roller brush is divided into cylinder brush and the tufted roller brush. The cylinder brush, this is a typical sisal cylinder brush. You can see from here, it is made from the formed strip brush, also called the outside coil brush, and welded into the shaft. For the shaft material, our common use is iron, 3 or 4 stainless steel, and just 45 steel. So let's talk about the tufted roller brush. This is a tufted roller brush. Tufted roller brush, you can see it have much light weight and also to be strong. Now it's very popular, much more popular now. It can be used to clean the fruit, like apple, onion, and potato, and also can be used to clean the solar peanut, and other type, the conveyor, and many other type of selection. It can be used. It is widely used. For that type of brush, the filament material is included. For that type of brush, the filament material is also can be separated from the plastic filament, the mental wear filament, and the abrasive nylon filament. For the plastic filament, our common use PPP, PEPT, and for the mental wear, our common use is mental wear. Its common use is steel wear, 3 or 4 stainless steel wear, and copper wear, copper coated steel wear, and philosopher wear. different type where it can be produced based on your requirement. This is a mental wear. This is a mental wear strip. This is a mental wear cylinder brush. This one, you see, saw it. This is a mental wear cylinder brush. Okay. Okay, let's talk. For the strip brush, we also can produce different type of trim, like this one. This one. For the strip brush, we can produce different length. This is a very small length. Sorry. This is a big length. Just tell me if you are interested and want to buy, and send me the design. Then I can send the final brush specification to our engineer, and our engineer will send the price to me as soon as possible. Okay. Now let's continue to talk about the top jig roller brush. The top jig roller brush. This is a Tempeco top jig roller brush. It can be used in the shoe machine. It can be parts of the shoe machine. So it is very good in quality, and the filament is not easy to drop from the base. Some of our clients will choose to use the top jig roller brush when they think the cylinder brush is dropped the filament too much. Of course, as you know, the strip brush have the double band strip brush and the single double band strip brush and the single band strip brush. So the outside coil brush is also have double band outside coil brush and the single band outside coil brush. So some of clients will choose in this way if they find the single band strip brush is drop the filament too much. They will try to use the double band strip brush. And if the double band strip brush is also dropped the filament too much during the use process, they will choose to use the tufted type of brush. As the type of brush will have the hole to help fix the filament. To help affects the filament. If the tufted type of brush is also lead up to the filament is drop from the base, they will choose the final one. The final one is put some glue into the tufted hole. Here's a lid for the engineer to help you to find the right brush for you. Okay, and then we also have that type of brush. See, saw it, that type of brush. Okay, then we will talk about the formed strip brush. This is from the cup brush. From the cup brush. From the cup brush, we also can produce a different type of filament, different type of filament pattern. For example, the V strip, the V type strip, the V trim filament, black filament capped from the cup brush, and the inverted disc brush. For that type of brush, for that type of brush filament, we also can produce the plastic filament, and the plastic filament and the mental wear filament. For the plastic filament, we can our common produce is PPP, PET. And for the mental wear, we also most common produce is mental wear is brushware, steelware, brush coated steelware, and philosopher, and so on. Okay. For now. Let's talk about the outside. Let's talk about the outside coil brush first. This is open wood. Outside coil brush. See it. There's some distance between each circle. And if you want to buy that brush, you just tell me the brush total length, the brush total length, each brush ID, also called the brush inside diameter, and the brush OD, brush outside diameter, and other type of brush. We also can produce that type. Can produce a different type of filament material. For the filament material, we also can produce the mental wear type. See that one? This is a mental wear. A double band outside coil brush. You can see it is long time, but it is really in good quantity, and the filament density is much more high. It have much more filament, but the double band, like I said, the filament, it will need more filament during the produce process. So it is much more expensive than the single band strip brush, also the spare brush. We also can produce it as a circle one. See, this is a circle one. It is also produced from the strip brush. First we will produce we will finish produce the strip brush. Then we will weeding it as outside coil brush. Then we will weld in the end of the outside coil brush. For that, the plastic filament, we also have the anti-static filament and the anti-UV filament. For the strip brush, from the strip brush, for the outside coil brush, for the cylinder brush, if you if you also have that type of requirement, please just tell me. Okay. For that type for the plastic filament, most common use is black and transparent. Transparent also mean white. This is a transparent. This is a transparent filament outside the coil brush. Also the coil brush. Some of our clients will said, what I want the filament color. What I want it to buy is the white one. But for us, the white one means transparent. Some of for the strip brush, as most common, it is most common used in the home design. So some of our clients, in order to make the final strip brush is suitable with their furniture, your doll. For example, your doll is wet, very wet. Please just tell me. We also can produce the white filament strip brush to suitable with their requirement. Also other color. If you have very strictly requirement with the filament color, you just tell me the color number, and so that we can find, if we can find the same type of filament color or the similar type, and we can talk about it. We can also talk about it. Also, this is a abrasive Nanle outside coil brush. As I see, you can cut it outside the coil brush. This is also a small shaft brush, a small cylinder brush. See, it have a small shaft in it, and some of our clients tell me that they use a coil brush, and during use the coil brush, as the brush is the brush filament is to be broken very quickly. So I needed to change it very soon, very repeatedly. But the cylinder brush is not easy to take it out. As you know, the cylinder brush with the shaft. The outside the coil brush. The outside coil brush is needed to welding into the shaft. They think it is not easy to take it away, and then also assemble into the machine. So they will choose. So our engineer will recommend them to use that type of brush, as there's a tube, and it is much easy to assemble and easy to take it away. This is outside aluminium oxygen outside the coil brush. It in most for the abrasive Nanle filament, it can be used to bring the rust and other type of to use it to bring. And for most of the time, we will choose to most of the time our cleaner will use to SiC abrasive nylon filament. Some of cleaner will use it to clean to deburring the aluminum, and the aluminum cannot have any silicon carbide in it, so they will choose to use aluminum abrasive nylon filament. Okay, that's they also have for the inside, for the outside disc brush, we also can produce the outside of the disc brush, and can produce different type of pattern. This can be used as a vacuum cleaner. also can produce the potential disc brush. Okay, sorry, forgot to talk about the formed strip brush is also include the inverted disc brush. For that brush, most common use is in the cable industry. It can do deburring. It can be deburring in cable industry. Can be deburring in cable. For the formed cap strip brush, we also can produce the for the filament is also included the steel wire, the brush wire, inverted disc brush. This is a SiC abrasive nylon also disc brush. For the outside coil brush, we also can produce it as such a little diameter. See the difference? This is a very big. This is much more small. Can be produced based on your requirements. We also can produce it as that's a brush potential inverted disc brush. That's the formed type strip brush. It can also be produced as wet brush can help to seal the dirt into the wheel. Okay. This is also very small cylinder brush. Very small cylinder brush. The outside coil brush is welding into the shaft. Okay. Then we also can produce the horn tools, different type of horn tools. Okay, now let's talk about come to here. Let's talk about the wheel brush. This is a steel wheel. This is a stainless steel wheel brush. So it is 100 millimeter. Can be used to deburring, and also can be used to bench wheel It also can be used to the bench wear machine. The filament of the wheel brush is also can be separated. It also can be separated with the plastic filament and the metal wear filament. The plastic filament is also included the PPT, and the Bursten can be separated with SiC and aluminum filament. This is SiC. This is SiC filament, SiC wheel brush, SiC type of filament. This type of brush. For this type of brush, it is not the same type of that type brush. It need to most of the time it will need to open mode. So if you don't have, so if the quantity is not so high, we will recommend you to buy that one, as the MOQ is much lower. This is a module mounted wheel brush. Module mounted wheel brush can be used to clean into the gel and clean the and to be debris and remove the rust from the mantle. If it can be used to debris, it will increase the application will increase a lot. The wheel brush and the module mounted brush is also most hot sell brush now. For the mantle wear, we also can be produce that type. This is a brush wheel brush. Okay. We also have the pencil. We also have the this type of brush. It nearly have the name. It nearly have the name feature, same feature with the module mounted brush. Okay. Okay. Now let's talk about the tube brush. For the tube brush, it also have many features. It also have many applications. Applications include the straw cleaning brush, the hole cleaning brush, and tube brush, paper brush, and other type of application. For the filament option of the tube brush, we also included the plastic filament and the metal wear filament. For the plastic filament, it is included PPT and so on, and also included the abrasive nylon. The abrasive nylon is also can be separated with SiC and aluminum. This is for the plastic filament. The most common used color is black and transparent. Of course, if you have other requirements, just let us know, and we can customize it for you. But the MOQ will to be increased as customize the filament color, mercury is also about 100 kilogram. 100 kilogram will produce a lot of brush. So most of the time we will not recommend our client to choose other filament if the filament color is very important to them. We can customize for them. For that type of brush, there's many things to say. For the transceiver wear, almost transceiver wear transceiver handle. Most common use is for the transceiver wear handle. Most common use is single spur, single stem. This is a single spur, single stem. Also we call it a two stem. And also we also have the double spur, double stem. That's we also call it a four stem. Four stem. You can see the difference. Right. And from it you can see it will have more filament density. See it. If you want to increase the filament density, you can choose the first thing. But of course, as you know, if you want to increase the density of the filament, the brush will be increased a lot. As that brush is a little difficult to produce than the two stem transceiver wear two brush. So it is a little expensive than that brush. For the height of the brush, a common use is a continue. It's a continue type. See this is a continue type of tube brush. It will if you want to protect it, if your product is easy to scratch, you can use that one. You can use that one. It can produce the product as you can see. They also have the filament in the head of the brush. If you want to protect the brush very well, of course you can choose that brush. If the end of your product need to produce very deep, you can choose to that brush. And if you want to protect your product not to be hurt even little, you can choose the with glue tube brush. See this one? With the glue tube brush, it can protect your product not to be hurt even little. It can be produced based on your requirements. Okay. We also some of the clients will choose that type brush. We choose that brush, the cut type of brush. Some of the clients will need to use the the head to help them to clean something that is not easy to clean by the filament. They will choose that type of brush. See it? That's in the end of the head. In the end of the head, it is to be cut. For that type of filament, we for the handle type of the tube brush, you can produce with glue type of sorry, this is a loop with the loop handle, and without loop handle, and we also can add some actual handle into it, like the with the thread handle to brush. It can be assembled to your actual joint and help you to make a clean a very deep dirt and clean it out. For the actual handle, we have the steel material. We have a steel material and the copper material. For the trim type of the trim pattern of the tube brush, we have that shape, can produce that shape and that shape. This is a two-step tube brush. And we also can produce it. You can see the transistor. The transistor handle can be less in the have much more less than the height, and end with a loop. This is also a special type of tube brush with an actual handle. You can see there's a hole in the actual handle. For the filament, we also see here. There's also many small cylinder brush. It will look like the tube brush. We call it a paintbrush. It can be also used to be many applications. Nearly same type of a tube brush. As you know, tube brush, the filament is just the filament of the transistor where tube brush. The filament of the transistor where tube brush is just a transistor by the steam. So the diameter of the tube brush is to be limited by its produce technique. So if your requirement brush filament is outside the scope of the tube brush we can produce, we will our sales engineer and our engineer will recommend it to use the paintbrush. The paintbrush, it can be produced very small and can be produced very big, based on your requirement. Okay, let's talk about the abrasive Nanle tube brush. The abrasive Nanle tube brush, the height of the tube brush is also is also have the built-in tab. This is a built-in tab to brush. Here's many type of mental wear to brush. The steel wear to brush. The brush wear to brush with the brush wear to brush with the hanks shank. With the hanks shank, it can be used. It can help the jewel to hold the handle much more fast. So it is how to sell. Do you know? Okay. We didn't talk about the horn tool so much. So now let's talk about the horn tool. So the horn tool can produce from the big one to a very small one. This is also a horn tool. For the actual handle, we also can produce we also have the threaded type. This type of brush can be used to clean the router. You just have one specification. I think it is enough for you to use. Okay. Now let's talk about the underbrush. Also is our basic most promote brush in this month. You can see from Facebook, and you can come to our Facebook and follow our web page, and follow our Facebook. You can see every month or hot we will recommend it to buy. It means we have that brush. We have a good production capability in this month, and you will get a much higher quality brush in this month for that brush. Underbrush also called steam brush. It can produce a thing that is it can clean the thing that is that is in the bottom of the brush. For the option of that brush is also included the plastic filament and the mental wear. The plastic filament is included PP, PET, and SSE abrasive nylon, and aluminum abrasive nylon. Okay, let's talk. This is a mental wear. This is a mental wear to brush, and aluminum abrasive nylon, and the brush wear. From all the products, you can saw the that's for the mental wear and the brush. Most common use is a crypto one. This is a very small on the brush. Very small. For that brush, we just have one specification of the shank. The filament length can be increased. This is a black filament in the brush. Okay, you can see from here. This is a different type of steam brush. The abrasive nylon film, the SIC abrasive nylon wheel brush. This type of brush can be the filament material is the diamond abrasive nylon. Diamond abrasive can be used the solar industry can be used to polish the silken carpet plate. The silk carpet panel. Then let's talk about the distill brush. This is a formed cup brush. It is produced by three formed cup brush, and then we edge it together. Then let's talk about the distill brush. For the distill brush, the option of the filament is also included the plastic filament, the metal wear filament. The plastic filament, as I had taught before, talk with me, PPPPT, and abrasive nylon. Abrasive nylon is also included the SIC abrasive nylon and iridium abrasive nylon, and it can also, most of the time, the distill brush can be used to the auto parts industry to help to debring the parts. You can see the shank. The shank is with the shank can be produced with a tube tap. You can use your rod to let them to finish to clean the products. For the distill brush, we also can produce the without shank tap. The without shank tap brush. For most of the time, the without shank tap of brush can be used to clean the glasses, and the abrasive nylon type of distill brush. Abrasive nylon distill brush can be used to bring the metal parts. For example, this is abrasive nylon distill brush. Without a shank, some of the clients will want to produce a shank by themselves, so we'll just produce it like this one, and they can produce a shank based on the hole, and make the brush to be parts of the machine, and help them to clean the metal wear parts. Okay. The end of okay. In the end of the limit stream, I want to if any of the products I had introduced is suitable with your demand, just tell me. Our products quality is high, and with more than 20 years products experience, we will try our best to help you. Just tell me your requirements to be clearly, and a design is the best if the product is